I got to say, you've really sparked my interest with this one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Selections from Men in the Universe, Reflections of Ibn Al-Qayyim.
Cool.
We're going deep on this one, a deep dive into how Islamic theology views the human body and the universe all around us. And we'll be kind of weaving in what modern science has discovered too.
I think it's so fascinating how Ibn al-Qayyim tried to understand the world, centuries ago through both faith and also just like observation of nature. It's like a reminder that people have always been drawn to those like corners of creation.
Absolutely. And to help us along the way, we've got some visuals too.
Oh, cool.
Anatomical diagrams.
Also,
even a picture of the solar system.
Oh, wow.
Talk about bringing these ancient ideas to life, right?
Yeah, visuals can really help, you know, make those complex ideas
for sure
click.
Yeah. So Ibn al-Qayyim, he doesn't shy away from the nitty-gritty. He starts by describing a drop of semen.
Okay.
Says it's dirty and reeks. Right. But then bam, hits us with the fact that this very same substance holds the potential for human life.
It's such a powerful contrast.
Yeah.
Right? He's really highlighting that awe of creation.
Yeah.
Even in those things that we might find unpleasant.
Yeah. It makes you wonder, what other hidden wonders are we overlooking
exactly
every single day?
And think about what we now know about that journey.
Right.
From that single drop to a human being.
Yeah.
A woman's body might produce nearly 500,000 eggs in her lifetime.
Okay.
But typically only one is released.
Oh, wow.
Each cycle.
Really?
It's like winning the lottery.
Wow.
Just to be that chosen egg.
Talk about beating the odds.
I know, right?
And then from that single fertilized cell, a human being develops.
That's amazing.
Ibn al-Qayyim lays out the different stages of fetal development, even referencing figures 1, 2, and 17 in our source material. Talks about going from this formless clot of cells to a fully formed baby.
Wow.
It's like watching a blueprint unfold in real time.
And modern embryology confirms that too.
Yeah.
The amazing speed of that transformation. We're talking about going from a tiny clump of cells to a being with a beating heart.
Wow.
In a matter of weeks.
That's incredible.
It really makes you appreciate the power of creation.
Totally.
And the precision involved.
Yeah. From a single cell to a complex being in just 9 months.
I know.
Mind-blowing.
It is.
So speaking of complex, Ibn al-Qayyim then dives into the human skeleton. Describes it as an architectural marvel. With over 360 bones and ligaments working together.
Wow.
To give us our shape and allow movement.
He even highlights the strength of individual bones, too.
Okay.
Like the shin bone.
Interesting.
He claims it can withstand pressure of up to 0.5 ton.
0.5 ton?
Yeah.
Seriously? That's like having a small car balanced on my leg.
That's a lot of pressure.
Makes sense, though. Our bodies are designed to be pretty resilient.
Absolutely.
But then Ibn al-Qayyim gets into a debate that might surprise you.
Okay, what's that?
The heart versus the brain.
Oh, interesting.
Which one is truly superior?
He gets into that, huh?
He seems to side with the heart.
Really?
But I think modern science might disagree with him on that one.
Yeah, that's interesting.
It's interesting how he leans towards the heart.
Yeah.
What do you think was behind that perspective? Do you think people back then viewed the heart differently than we do today?
You know, I think you're onto something.
Okay.
While modern science places the brain as that command center.
Right.
In many cultures throughout history, the heart was seen as like the seat of emotions.
Okay.
Intuition, even the soul. It was associated with our deepest selves.
Interesting.
And maybe that's why Ibn al-Qayyim gave it such importance.
So it's not necessarily about one organ being factually better.
Right.
But more about different ways of understanding their roles.
Okay. Each perspective providing its own unique insights.
Okay, here's where things get really cool.
All right, I'm ready.
Ibn al-Qayyim turns his attention to the eye.
Okay.
And he's incredibly detailed. Using figures 3 and 4 to show its structure.
Right.
He even talks about the 140 million light receptors each eye has.
Wow.
Along with the lens that can adjust for distance.
That's amazing.
It's remarkable how much he understood about the eye's mechanics centuries ago.
It really is, and his observations align surprisingly well with our modern understanding of vision.
Yeah.
You know, the way he describes the lens adjusting its shape to focus on objects at different distances.
Right.
That's exactly how we understand it today.
It makes you wonder just how much ancient scholars were able to figure out through observation and deduction.
Their insights can be pretty impressive.
Next up, Ibn-Al-Qayyim tackles the digestive system.
Okay.
With figures 13 and 14.
Got it.
Describing the stomach as a doorkeeper.
A doorkeeper, okay.
That decides what gets in and what stays out.
Interesting.
Pretty vivid image, right?
He was spot on with that analogy.
Yeah.
Today, we have a much more detailed understanding of the stomach's role in breaking down food and protecting us from harmful substances.
Yeah.
But his basic concept is accurate.
He also points out the liver's amazing ability to renew itself.
Oh, yeah.
Claiming it happens every 4 months.
Wow.
Imagine that. A whole organ basically regenerating itself.
That's pretty incredible.
It makes sense, though. The liver is constantly filtering toxins and doing all this crucial work for the body.
It's a busy organ.
It is.
It's true. The liver is an incredibly resilient organ with remarkable regenerative capabilities. It plays such a vital role in our health.
And then there are the kidneys,
okay,
which he compares to a highly efficient municipal system.
Interesting.
Filtering out waste products from the blood, as we see in figure 15. He argues they're way more effective than any man-made system.
Does he really?
And he's probably right.
His analogy is spot on.
Yeah.
The kidneys are incredibly efficient at filtering waste and regulating fluids in our bodies.
Right.
Processing liters and liters of blood every single day.
Wow.
They're true workhorses.
So we've got this incredible network of organs.
Right.
Each with its own specialized job.
Yeah.
All working together to keep us alive and functioning.
Yeah, it really highlights that same awe and wonder that Ibn Al-Qayyim emphasized at the very beginning.
Yeah.
But it's not just about the physical structure. He then starts exploring our senses, arguing that they're tools for understanding the world, but they also have built-in limitations.
Interesting.
And the limitations might actually be for our own good.
That's a really intriguing idea.
Yeah.
It makes you think about how our senses shape our experience of the world.
Exactly. He's suggesting that if our senses were even sharper, we might be overwhelmed by information.
Okay.
Imagine if you could hear the sounds of bacteria.
Oh, wow.
Or see thermal radiation all the time.
Wow, that would be total sensory overload.
Right.
I can't even imagine what that would be like.
It would be like trying to have a conversation in a crowded room with 100 other conversations happening at the same time.
Right.
Our senses are finely tuned to allow us to experience the world without being constantly bombarded.
So even in our senses, there's a balance, a purposefulness to how they function.
Exactly. And from this exploration of our senses, Ibn Al-Qayyim moves on to something uniquely human, speech and language. He's fascinated by how we can produce such a huge range of sounds and convey such complex ideas.
Yeah, he even references figure 21, which shows the anatomy of the vocal tract.
That's right.
Right.
And it's not just about the mechanics of it all. He's also captivated by the sheer diversity of languages and voices. Right. Seeing it as a testament to human creativity and our capacity for expression.
Each language a different way of painting the world with words.
That's beautiful.
It's a beautiful thought.
Yeah.
But then he throws out this incredibly bold statement.
Okay. What's that?
He claims the heavens are harder to create than humans.
That's a pretty big claim.
And it leads him into discussing the universe, the vastness of space, and the movement of celestial bodies. He even references a diagram of the solar system to illustrate his points.
Gotcha.
And he talks about the mind-boggling distances involved.
Oh, yeah.
With some stars so far away that their light takes millions of years to reach us.
That's where modern astronomy really blows our minds, right?
Totally.
It helps us understand the true scale of the universe with billions of years of history and countless stars scattered across unimaginable distances.
It's almost impossible to grasp.
I know.
And yet amidst all that vastness, Ibn Al-Qayyim observed that stars and planets follow their own paths, never colliding.
Wow.
He saw this as a sign of divine order.
Okay.
A testament to the harmony and precision of the universe.
It's like a cosmic dance.
Yeah.
With every celestial body perfectly in step.
Exactly. And it leads to some big questions.
Yeah, it does. Like if there's this grand design to the universe, what does that mean for our place in it?
Yeah.
Are we just tiny specks in this like vast cosmic ocean?
Right.
Or do our lives have a greater significance?
It really puts things into perspective, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It makes you feel both incredibly small and somehow connected to something so much bigger.
It does. Exactly. And that sense of interconnectedness is something that Ibn-Al-Qayyim keeps returning to throughout his work. He's not just presenting a list of facts about the body or the universe. He's inviting us to consider how everything is related. How even the seemingly insignificant plays a role.
It's like he's saying, don't underestimate the power of even the smallest things. Remember how he started with that drop of semen? It seemed so simple. Almost repulsive. But he showed us the incredible potential it held.
It's such a powerful reminder that appearances can be deceiving.
Totally.
There's often so much more going on beneath the surface. Whether we're talking about a single cell or the vast expanse of the universe.
It makes you wonder if we limit ourselves. By only focusing on what we can see. Or easily understand. What if we try to look deeper? See the potential and the interconnectedness in everything around us.
That's a great question.
And speaking of looking deeper, Ibn-Al-Qayyim also explores the power of the human voice. This amazing tool we have for expressing our thoughts, emotions, connecting with others.
It's so powerful.
He seems particularly fascinated by how much we can communicate with just sound.
Think about how much a simple hello can convey. Depending on the tone, the inflection, the context. It can be a greeting, a question, a plea, or even a threat. And then consider how many different ways that same hello can be expressed in the thousands of languages spoken around the world.
It's almost overwhelming to think about.
It is.
But there's beauty in that, too.
There is.
Each voice, each language. A unique way of experiencing and expressing the world.
Exactly. But Ibn al-Qayyim also cautions us about the responsibility that comes with this power of speech. He seems to be saying that we should use our voices wisely with awareness of the impact our words can have on others.
It's like he's reminding us that our words have the power to build up or tear down. To create harmony or discord. It's not just about making sound. It's about using our voices to contribute to something larger than ourselves.
I think that's a really crucial point. In a world where communication is so instant and widespread, it's more important than ever to be mindful of how we use our voices.
It's like that old saying, think before you speak. It's easy to forget in the heat of the moment. But our words can have a ripple effect that extends far beyond ourselves.
And those ripples can connect us to others in positive or negative ways. It brings us back to that idea of interconnectedness that's woven throughout Ibn al-Qayyim's work.
It's like he's encouraging us to view our lives and actions, even something as seemingly simple as speaking, as part of a larger web.
Exactly. And by understanding ourselves and the universe around us, maybe we can start to see those connections more clearly and live in a way that contributes to the harmony of the whole.
So where do we go from here?
That's a big question.
What are some key takeaways we can apply to our own lives after exploring these ideas with Ibn al-Qayyim?
Well, for one, I think it's about approaching the world with a sense of curiosity and wonder, just like Ibn al-Qayyim did. Instead of taking things for granted, let's ask questions, seek understanding, and really try to see the beauty and complexity in everything around us.
It's like training ourselves to see the world through new eyes.
Exactly.
Noticing the intricate details we might usually miss.
And alongside that curiosity, I think it's about cultivating a sense of gratitude and humility. Recognizing the incredible complexity and interconnectedness of creation, from the smallest cell to the vastest galaxy, can help us appreciate our place in the grand scheme of things.
Makes you feel small and connected at the same time.
It does.
Which is a pretty powerful feeling.
It is. And I think that feeling can inspire us to live more intentionally, to make choices that align with our understanding of that interconnectedness. If everything is connected, then our actions, no matter how small they seem, have an impact.
It's like realizing that we're all part of this delicate dance.
I love that analogy.
And our steps, big or small, can affect the rhythm of the whole.
And that awareness can help us move through the world with more care, more compassion, and a greater sense of responsibility for ourselves and each other. And
the planet.
It's a beautiful aspiration.
It is.
To live in harmony with creation,
yeah,
recognizing the divine spark in every living being.
Absolutely. And Ibn-Al-Qayyim's work reminds us that while achieving that harmony might be a lifelong journey, it's a journey worth taking.
It all starts with that first step, with opening our eyes and our hearts
to
the marvels that surround us.
Yeah, it really is like he's giving us a new lens through which to view the world. And it's a lens that reveals both the intricate details and the grand interconnectedness of it all.
Right.
Remember his discussion on the human body's incredible design.
Yeah.
He talks about how everything from the placement of our organs to the distribution of our senses seems perfectly suited to our needs.
Like he's saying, our bodies are a testament to both the power and the thoughtfulness of creation.
Exactly. Right. He even uses the example of the sense of touch.
Okay.
We have so many touch receptors on our fingertips.
Right.
Essential for manipulating objects and understanding our surroundings.
Yeah.
But on our backs, where sensitivity isn't as crucial, we have far fewer receptors.
It's like each part of our body is designed with a specific purpose in mind.
Yeah.
And he asks us to imagine what would happen if things were different.
Okay.
What if our hearing was so sharp we could pick up the sounds of bacteria?
Oh.
Or if our skin was so sensitive that even a light touch caused pain? Yeah. I can only imagine that would be incredibly overwhelming.
Right.
We'd be just bombarded with sensations all the time.
Exactly. He's making the point that these limitations in our senses are actually a form of protection. A way of ensuring that we can experience the world without being overwhelmed by it.
It's like our senses are a filter, allowing in just the right amount of information so we can function and thrive.
Exactly.
It makes you appreciate how finely tuned our bodies are.
It really does. And it reminds us that even in what might seem like limitations, there can be a deeper wisdom and purpose.
So we've journeyed through the intricacies of the human body, contemplated the vastness of the universe, explored these really thought-provoking ideas about creation and interconnectedness.
Right.
What does this all mean for us as we go about our daily lives?
That's the big question.
What can we take away from this deep dive into Ibn al-Qayyim's work?
Well, for one, I think it invites us to cultivate a deeper sense of gratitude and humility.
Okay.
When we recognize the wonder and complexity of creation, both within ourselves and in the world around us, it can shift our perspective.
Okay.
It can make us less likely to take things for granted. And more appreciative of the gift of life itself.
It's like seeing the world with fresh eyes.
Exactly.
Noticing the everyday miracles we often overlook.
And that sense of wonder can lead to a greater sense of purpose and intentionality in our lives. If we're part of this incredible web of interconnectedness, then our actions, no matter how small they may seem, have an impact.
It's like realizing we're each holding a piece of a giant puzzle.
I like that.
And the way we handle our piece affects the whole picture.
And I think Ibn al-Qayyim would agree.
Yeah.
He seems to be urging us to live our life with a greater awareness of this interconnectedness. Making choices that contribute to the harmony and well-being of the whole.
So it's not just about understanding these concepts intellectually. It's about letting that understanding shape how we live.
Exactly.
How we interact with others. How we care for the planet.
Absolutely. It's about aligning our actions with our understanding of the interconnectedness of all things.
It's a beautiful challenge, isn't it?
It is.
To live in a way that honors the miracle of creation.
And as we wrap up this deep dive, I'm left with a renewed sense of awe and a deeper appreciation for the interconnectedness of it all.
Me too. It's been a truly fascinating exploration, and I'm walking away with a lot to think about.
It's been a pleasure joining you on this journey.
And thank you for listening to this deep dive into Men in the Universe, Reflections of Ibn al-Qayyim.
It's a good one.
We hope you found it as insightful and inspiring as we have.
I hope so.
Until next time, keep exploring and keep wondering.